Today we're talking about air conditioners, and it's absolutely wild how many videos are being shared about air conditioner installation. And if you have a fear of heights, or you have any sort of phobia of like, how to say, like dangerous situations, you probably don't want to look at this.
Sure, well, let's take a look.
But this clip that I translated here, I wanted to put this out first so you can get some perspective on how freaking dangerous this job is.
Yeah.
Now, China's full of skyscrapers and tall buildings. Everyone lives in these tall buildings, right? So you got to get these people on basically ropes.
I mean, take a look. There's no safety equipment. He's got a single rope, which is tied around his waist, this guy, okay? Some of them do have safety harnesses, but we've both witnessed it firsthand. Because when you move into an apartment and there's no air conditioner, you have to get these air conditioning guys to come around to install it. Now, it's usually a pair of them. This time, it's only one guy.
Yeah.
Okay? And what they do is one of them ties a rope around their waist, the other one ties a rope around the other guy's waist or something in the apartment, you know? And they climb out with like very little to no safety equipment at all. And they go out there and they have to drill holes, mount the bracket, mount the external part of the heat pump. Because that's, in China, all air conditioners are that sort of split unit type thing where you've got the, it's basically the heat pump. And so inside you just have the blower and outside you actually have the condenser and everything. So they have to climb out these windows very high up with a very heavy air conditioning unit and install it.
So if you're an audio listener, we'll read this to you. So this guy's climbing up and he says, "Who plugged it in?" We'll start it. She says, "What's wrong?" Go ahead and play it. Plugged in the electricity. Oh, I did it.
Yeah, they won't hear you if it plays at the same time.
Okay, we can play it first and then I'll translate it.
Yeah, let's play it first, okay?
我空调还没装好，谁叫你没插电的？我不知道呀，师傅。会被你们吓死哦。这么高，我空调还没装好，你没插电啊？发神经啊！你要这么高，你要害死我，你杀人啊！不好意思啊，师傅，不好意思啊，我不知道啊，我只是想试一下那个线够不够长。够不够长你也不能插啊！这么高，你看一下。不好意思啊，师傅。吓死我！师傅，来喝水。哎，师傅，你的手脚怎么这么抖啊？水都抖出来了。你爬出去，我电你一下，你看一下。
So let me explain that.
Yeah, you don't need to. We're not going to go bit by bit.
No,
just
we'll just
explain what
you
happened. Yeah.
So basically, what happened, if you're listening, a guy was climbing up the building to install an air conditioner, but he didn't have the unit plugged in yet. But the electricity was hooked up. So this woman was testing out if the cord was long enough for when it was going to be installed.
So the electricity wasn't connected, and he's like, you don't connect the electricity because I have to go wire it up.
Right.
Because they literally take the wires and they, the live wire, the neutral, and they
while hanging on a building.
Yeah.
And she plugged it in.
And gave him a shock.
And shocked him while he's hanging from a building God knows how far up.
Yeah.
So he comes up and he rightfully loses his mind.
I mean, look how high up he is. And he's got this stupid little rope as his only safety. And he's busy connecting this air conditioning unit up. And he obviously touched the live and neutral wires. And he got a massive... By the way, in China, it's 220 volts. Yeah. It's not 110 like in America. It's like...
I thought it was 240.
It's 220.
220,
yeah.
Okay.
So you get a massive big shock, which is not pleasant. I've been shocked with 220 volts because it's the same as in South Africa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been shocked a couple times.
I'm pretty sure it's not about the voltage.
It's the amperage that kills you.
It kills you, yeah.
But it's still a high voltage. You don't want that.
Sure.
You don't want to
I don't think you just want to be shocked, Peter.
No, it's very unpleasant. Yeah. He's like, who plugged it in? She's like, I did. So, yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah. So, I mean, he gets in and she's like, oh, here, have a cup of water or whatever. Because she said...
He's shaken.
Yeah. He's like, do you want to kill me? Yeah. Why did you do it? And she's like, oh, I just wanted to see if it was long enough, Yeah. So I plugged it in. He's like, why would you do that? Like, you wouldn't be able to plug it in if it wasn't long enough, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
If you're measuring the distance, you don't need to put it in the wall.
Yeah. I like how she's like, here, drink some water. And he's like, oh, man, you're spilling everywhere. What are you doing? Because he's shaking. You know what I mean?
She's not criticizing him. She's just pointing out that he's shook.
I don't think that's necessary.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
poor guy.
Oh, here, drink some water. Oh, you're spilling everywhere. What's going on?
I love what he says. Finished off with it for you listeners. She basically says, "You're shaking everywhere. You're spilling the water." After she hands him the cup, and he goes, "Well, you go down there.
You climb
and
out
I'll
there.
shock you, and then we'll see."
Yeah, it's like you climb out there yourself, and I'll shock you, you know. So we thought we'd show you.
Don't just film.
Yeah, exactly. We thought we'd show you the actual process in the background. So now this is a very professional guy. He's got his like basically climbing gear on. He's barefoot.
Yeah, because you got to get grip, right?
Yeah. And so what he's doing there is he's now drilled in the bracket. Okay. Now this is the most professional, most kitted out guy I've ever seen, because they normally don't have these carabiners and all this special rope and stuff. They literally just tie a normal rope around themselves. But this guy's all set, right? He's got his friend there to hand him the air conditioning unit, the condenser unit. He's gonna like bring it on over.
This is so scary.
Yeah, and I mean, look, I feel less scared about this guy because he's pro and he's got all the right equipment. Sure. But I saw with my own eyes every time they would install something at one of my apartments how dangerous it was, and I felt so bad for them. Yeah, you know.
True.
So yeah, there he goes. He's like, put it on the bracket, and hopefully he secured it. Oh, he secures it there. Yeah, right. So he secures it to the bracket. I mean, that's high up. He's probably on the 30-second, 30...
Such a rush.
Yeah. Also, you got to realize how dangerous it is for people down there as well, because if his freaking tool falls down or just his bit or something fall into someone's head.
Hopefully he doesn't lose his bit.
Yeah, exactly. Now he's got to get the copper piping out there and attach it up.
And, this is one of those, what is it, like how it's made?
Something like that, yeah. One of those exactly.
Shows. Dirty Jobs or whatever.
Yeah, how it's done. Yeah. All right. So he's attaching.
You couldn't pay me to do that. So I have to let the cows fly. Well, I think that's the point.
See, now they're filling it up with a refrigerant. That's what that red and yellow pipe is. So while they're doing that, he's wrapping it in the whatever the heat tape. This is going to be the condenser runoff. It's like when the water accumulates, because it accumulates inside and then it has to run outside.
This is fascinating. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's so scary. I'm not even scared of heights, but when he looks down there, do you get that feeling?
Yeah.
Where you get the willies?
Yeah, like, a little bit.
I don't know.
See, there's the aircon runoff. That's where all the condensed water is going to go. But look at this guy, right? That's not what you want. Yeah.
We'll play that again.
Sure, I will.
So that's not the same guy.
No, that's a different guy altogether. Okay. Obviously, he's not as pro as this guy. Doesn't have all the special gear or anything like that, which is more common.
Guy. Yeah.
This guy's the most pro one I've ever seen.
So as this guy's he's skirting around the building here with the AC unit on his back.
Because if you see those little shelves there, those are actually built there for the air conditioning units.
Yeah, to contain them.
Yes, but I really wish that they'd have a better way, like a window through which you could install it or something.
Yes.
Not have to scale on the outside like this.
Oh, this one makes really...
Because look... Tofu drag construction, the whole railing just breaks.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yikes, a Rooney.
I mean, that's not cool. Oh. Especially if you were relying on it, you know?
Oh, no.
Yeah. So that's no good. Yeah.
I hate that a lot.
It's not cool. Yeah. So now he has to go over like that to get it in there. But I mean, that railing almost came down. Again, not only a danger to the guy installing it, but the people down at the bottom.
Yeah.
And this is a clip I've shown you guys before, but I filmed this myself near to where I was living at the time. And here you can see just exactly how kind of unsafe this is. So the guy has already put the bracket in, so now he's sitting on top and doing his thing. And the rope that he's actually using to secure himself is just a single little rope over there, and it's all frayed and it's tied to another rope. So it's a rope tied to another rope disguised as anher rope. You know what I mean? It's really bad.
I'm a rope.
Yeah, exactly.
That reminds me of those guys that climb those massive timber trees, and they have to cut off like each piece, but they use the thing they're holding onto that they're cutting down.
Yes,
that always freaks me out.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy, isn't it? But yeah, this is one of those professions in China it always gave me the heebie-jeebies, you know?
Yes, definitely. Oh, you say heebie-jeebies? I've always said the willies. I don't know why, though.
To me, that sounds bad, you know?
To me, that sounds like I don't even know.
Because, you know, willy is another word for like a man's member.
Oh, I don't think we say that in America.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
We say wiener.
Yeah, but we say willy. It's the same
Oh,
thing.
interesting.
So I wouldn't say that gives me the willies.
You know what, Winston?
What?
Don't give me the willy.
Yeah, no,
Right?
that never will happen.
Don't give me the willy.
Yeah. Anyway, see how this guy has to pull himself up, and look, he's literally just got that stupid rope, that like rope pretending to be a rope disguised as another rope.
Disguised as another rope.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a rope.
Yeah. So I just wanted to throw that in there because this is footage I filmed myself just to show you that like it's everywhere.
Yes.
I saw it all the time. This time I just happened to have my camera on me. And I'm like, I'll film it.
Yes.
Because, when they were doing it at my apartment, so I was thinking about filming it. But I was like, you know what? I'd rather stand by, ready to help the guy if he needs it.
Yeah,
rather than
sure.
have a camera in his face.
For sure. Help, not film.
Yes,
Right?
exactly.
Yeah,
It's a bit different.
Of what that woman did.
Yeah, exactly.
Shock the man.
Yes.
Then as he's screaming, you bust out your phone and start filming a video about how you shocked him.
And then you give him water and criticize him for spilling it.
The ultimate diss.
I know, it really is.
Huh?
Oh,
Now, that's not something you're expecting.
no. That's kind of like it was too good.
Boom.
Huh?
What?
That's gotta be deliberate. Doesn't it look so deliberate? Whoa!
Okay. Fail time.
Whoa, that guy's surfing.
That's like he's windsurfing. Don't stand on your dad's desk or whatever.
Wait. 1 and 2.
When I close my eyes, I can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs. And if my mind